Hello there, everybody. My name's Daniel Carroll. I am the founder of Cozmic Growth Labs, which is a cold email agency that helps creative agencies book pitch meetings with big budget organizations. If you're watching this, then chances are that you want to improve your cold email results, which makes sense as the results that you can get from cold email is pretty crazy. But every business is being constantly bombarded with cold emails from lots of agencies. So the real question is, how do you stand out from the crowd? So in this video, I'm going to go over 5 non-obvious ways to improve the results of your next cold email campaign. So let's begin. So first we have social profile SEO, which is also known as your digital footprint. How many of your social media profiles show up when a potential client Googles your business? So if someone Googles your first name, your last name, and the name of your business, how many of your own social profiles or websites will show up? And if it's 0, then that's not good. There's multiple different social profiles, and we will go into them in just a minute. But you want as many showing up on your search results as you can. So you want multiple of your social profiles to show up in Google search results, as it proves to your prospects that you are a real person and allows them to do their research on you before they book a call with you. And that's actually what people do. They do their research on you before they take any action. So this builds trust and ultimately influences purchasing decisions, as many prospects will often Google the person that cold emailed them before they consider moving forwards. When someone gets a cold email from you, they don't just say, "Oh, okay, this random person cold emailed me. Let me just reply to them back." No, they often do the due diligence on you to see if you're someone worth replying to, and so will be googling you, checking out your social media profiles, or copy and pasting the last bit of the domain after your at. If it's first name at domain, they'll copy that domain, put it into Google, press enter, and have a look at your website. And so that people will do their due diligence on you, so you need to make sure that you have those profiles. And one great way to make sure that you really do look legitimate is to be able to, when someone Googles your name and your business, for you to show up. And you ideally want at least 3, anywhere from 3 to 5 social profiles to show up. And so the most important social media profiles to have for your agency are YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. There's also your website and also Instagram, but less results come from Instagram. The main one is YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and it's easier for these because these ones naturally show up. They have really good SEO, which is why you want to make sure you don't get banned from them. But particularly LinkedIn, many agency owners have found out that even if they have an optimized website that's optimized for SEO, the LinkedIn usually will rank higher than the actual website, just because these profiles are seen very highly by Google in the search results. And so that's why you want to make sure these ones are SEO optimized for when someone types your name. And so 2, regularly uploading content to your social media profiles. So agency services often cost thousands, if not tens of thousands of pounds, euros, dollars, and therefore businesses often feel anxiety before hiring an agency. So having a track record of regularly uploading useful content signals reliability. This consistent presence demonstrates that the business is active, engaged, and is here to stay. And customers are more likely to trust a business that has a track record of consistently showing up and providing helpful information online. If you have a YouTube channel where you have uploaded once a week for the previous 8 weeks, then you look more reliable. And it doesn't even have to be that often. It can be once a month. But time moves quickly, and eventually a couple of months will pass. And if you upload every month or twice a month, then that's going to look really good. And that means anywhere from YouTube content, LinkedIn content, or Twitter content. Just the fact that you are active just makes it seem that you are active, engaged, and here to stay. And so, number 3, include a VSL of you talking to the camera, so your face, your audio, on your website. And so here, VSL means video sales letter. It's kind of like this, but instead of talking about something, you'd be selling something, and put it on your website and it has to have your face and your audio. So this shows your prospect that you are actually a real person. It signals that your business is legitimate and reliable, which can significantly reduce your potential customers' purchasing anxiety, which therefore makes them more comfortable with the idea of them doing business with you. If you have your face and your audio on your website, there's this idea of a scammer wouldn't do that. And so whenever someone hires an agency, they're really worried that you are going to do them dirty in some way. And the people who would do that, who would maybe scam a client or just take money and run off, they don't upload content with their face and their audio in. But at least there's a bias that the type of person that would put their face and their audio online has something to lose. They have a reputation to lose if they are seen as a scam. And so the fact that you can put up content, especially a VSL, with your face and your audio signals that you are someone who is legitimate. And and so this is essential since you have cold emailed them completely out of the blue, and they therefore do not know, like, and trust you yet. And so a lot of people a lot of agencies can feel frustrated because they're used to dealing with referrals. And so referrals is warm traffic. And what this means is someone has asked, hi, I'm needing someone to help me with XYZ. And someone else goes, you know what, I worked with this person in the past. They did XYZ. Let me make the introduction. So that is a warm lead. And they're great and they're very easy to sell to. The thing is, there's only so many of them about. And if you want to scale, you're going to have to be able to close with cold leads. So someone who doesn't know you. So someone who does not know, like, or trust you yet. And so the way to get these cold leads is to do stuff like this so that people trust you. And the VSL can be a simple Loom video presentation going over who you are and what you do, just like this one, but a bit more salesy. And so 4, showcase client success stories on your website and your online social profiles. So businesses are by default skeptical when an agency initially contacts them, especially when they receive a cold email. So especially because there's a lot of money to be made running an agency, and they get pitched. They probably have at least 100 people trying to DM them or cold email them, trying to get them to buy something. So the question is, why would they trust you? So if you can showcase client success stories like one-on-one testimonial interviews, or if you can do documented, there's something called a documented success story, which basically you would basically do a presentation of how you got a result for a certain client. You would talk about it. It just makes you look much more trustworthy, and it is a proof of competency. So documented success stories act as trust beacons, offering tangible evidence that your business delivers on its promises. And so the key benefits of this is it reduces the perceived risks, shows authenticity, highlights transparency, and potential customers can relate to successful clients. So 1, reduces perceived risks. So again, agency services often cost thousands, which is why businesses often feel anxiety before hiring an agency. Success stories directly address these anxieties by providing concrete examples of client wins. You want to make sure you have that. And by illustrating before and after scenarios, you allow potential customers to visualize themselves achieving the same transformation, which therefore diminishes their concerns. And also shows authenticity. So real stories with real names and real faces, especially if they can Google the person that you worked with, are far more credible than generic testimonials, and also shows transparency. So sharing both the challenges, so the ups and downs, and the challenges and the successes demonstrates honesty and therefore builds trust. Because nothing's easy. If you go over the fact that maybe you had a couple hiccups, it makes it seem that you're actually real, because I think everyone knows that there's always going to be a little bit of an awkward phase. when you do start working with someone. And two, the fact that you can get over awkward phases, it kind of signals more to your competency. And so the last one, potential customers can relate to successful clients. If let's say someone has an e-commerce store where they sell weight loss supplements or something in that area. If you previously worked with a client just like that, if you have a video of either talking to them about the results you got them, or a documented case study documented success story where you went over how you got them specific results, the type of person that runs that weight loss e-commerce store is going to think, oh, this person has gotten this result, they could probably get me a similar result. And so potential clients see others like them achieving potential outcomes, they're more likely to believe that they can achieve similar results themselves. And so 5, this is the last one, utilize spin tags in your cold email scripts. So spin tags is basically a technique that allows you to generate automatic variations of the same cold email script. And by varying the content of your emails, you're making it more difficult for spam filters to identify and block your messages. So let me give an example of that. There's often multiple variations of words, and if you do spin tags, it basically uses one email will use one variation, another email will use another. For example, greeting, there's hi, hello, hey there. In the CTA, that's reply now to start a conversation, reply if you're interested, stuff like that. And even at the sign-off point, it could be warm regards, warmest regards. There's also names. So if your name's Samuel, it could be warmest regards Sam, warmest regards Samuel, or warmest regards S, whatever last name, something like that. And so it's a very effective method to stay one step ahead of email spam filters. Cool. If you start doing these 5 things, you'll be able to get more meetings booked, more clients closed, and more revenue brought in. I hope you found that video useful. If you did, please leave me a like and please leave me a comment with feedback. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you around, I guess. See ya. Bye-bye.